And now our watch is ended. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 3 things you missed in Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 6, The Iron Throne.
I freed my brother. And you slaughtered a city.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 3. Khal Drogo's Promise. During Daenerys' victory speech, she begins by thanking her Dothraki blood riders for their role in her ascension to power. Her choice of words is a callback to a scene from Season 1, in which Khal Drogo promised their unborn son, Rhaego, the very same things. Dany repeated those words again when she convinced the Dothraki to follow her to Westeros in Season 6. The Dothraki have been an important part of Dany's story arc since the very beginning, so it was fitting to see Drogo's words repeated when the promise was finally fulfilled. Number 2. Nyssa Nyssa.
Prophecies are dangerous things. I believe you have a role to play. As does another. The King in the North, Jon Snow.
In Westeros, predictions and prophecies tend to have an ironic twist. In the books, the legendary hero Azor Ahai was said to have stabbed his wife, Nyssa Nyssa, through the heart with his sword. This act turned his weapon into the flaming sword Lightbringer, which was used to defeat the White Walkers during the Long Night. Well, as the supposed prince who was promised, or the second coming of Azor Ahai, many believed Jon would have to stab Dany with his sword to create Lightbringer and defeat the Night King. Well, yet again our expectations were dashed when Arya killed the Night King. Many thought that if Arya was the one to defeat the army of the dead, what was Jon's purpose in all of this? Why was he brought back by the Lord of Light? Well, it turns out that the Nyssa Nyssa was Dany after all. But by stabbing her through the heart as the prophecy foretold, Jon defeated evil and fulfilled his purpose then and there, rather than doing it to create a flaming sword. Before we get to our top moment, here are some of the best lines from this week's episode.
Why do you think Sansa told me the truth about you? Because she doesn't want Dany to be queen.
She doesn't get to choose.
No, but you do. And you have to choose now.
You are my queen. Now and always.
Why do you think I came all this way?
Number 1. Full Circle. If Game of Thrones' final scene, which featured Jon, Ghost, Tormund, and the Free Folks heading beyond the wall, looked familiar to you, it's because it's a direct callback to the very first scene of the very first episode. Whereas the show's opening scene introduces us to the threat of the White Walkers and the army of the dead, the series ends with the threat of the Night King gone, and the Free Folk returning to the lands they were forced to abandon. Some shots are practically identical, namely the shot of them coming through the gates of the wall. We've come a very long way from the pilot, but having the series end where it began seems a fitting end for the journey we've been on for all these years. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this video and be sure to subscribe for more great content.